What's up, Raven friends? Welcome back to the Moonlit Raven channel for part 2 of my Frankenstein Guillermo del Toro project. So if you watched my last video, I explained some of the projects that I wanted to do that were centered around the theme of Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein 2025 featured on Netflix. And so basically in that video, I started one of my projects and completed it, which was the anatomy pages, which they are right here. And if you're interested and you haven't watched already, go back and watch that video and I will show you how I did these aged, coffee stained vintage anatomy pages. They came out so cute. I love them. So now that I got those done, the second project that I talked about doing was, I said that I had wanted to make a like a bust, a sculpture out of like air dry clay, and yeah, that didn't turn out. I tried, but this is how it looks. That is my sad attempt at trying to make a bust for the first time. I don't know why I thought that I would be able to do it on the first try and it would come out perfect, but I learned a lot in the process anyways. But yeah, so that didn't happen, so I had to find another workaround because I have pretty much everything so far. However, I'm missing like a main centerpiece, which that is actually what I had wanted to be the main centerpiece. And if you hear background noise, that's not only my washer going at the moment, but also I have a full house right now. I have my sister staying here and my kids are out there playing games with her, and thank goodness for ants. So anyways, my other workaround that I had thought about was trying to find like something else of a sculpture that's already pre-done. And I actually found something that was like the best idea ever, which I'm actually going to link her TikTok to the video so that you guys can look at it. But oh, the neatest thing ever, someone else went to Home Goods, and I guess for a while they were trending with like this statue that looks just like the creature. It's got his whole body and it's like the man, and he's just like in a kneeling form on his knees, and like the whole body expression, just like it looks just like him. And what she did is she actually colored him to look like the colors of the creature from the movie, and then she like did some defining of like all of the muscles, and then she also added like the parts where you could see where his skin was sewn together. And then she got air dry clay also, and she made her own like bandages, you know, where he has the bandages around his wrists and around his, you know, to cover him. She made her own out of air dry clay. So if you got to go look at the video, so I will be sure to link it in the description box. But it just came out so perfect, and I wanted it so bad to do the same thing, but I went to go look at my local Home Goods. My sister and I went, and we couldn't find it. So unfortunately, that idea had to be scratched also. And I tried looking online also. My husband and I looked all night long. We were looking from one website to another, used every store we could think of in our heads to see if like they would have something similar, but we couldn't find anything. So now I had to come up with another idea. So lo and behold, my sister came up with this idea. We went to Hobby Lobby. That was like the last place we went to see if we could find anything else, and we couldn't find anything. But then she was like, I think I have an idea. And so we found this the foam heads, and she gave me the idea. She was like, why don't you just add some clay to it and make it look like the creature? So that's what this guy is here for. So I am going to try that, see how that turns out, and hopefully it will be the last workaround that I have to do concerning this project, because I'm so ready to set everything up. While I was there at Hobby Lobby, I also got this. For $16.99. Doesn't it give you Frankenstein? It's just giving Frankenstein vintage, I think. So I'm going to definitely put some leftover butterflies. I also finished making these. I bought stuff to make these cute little, like, what are they called? Cloche? A cloche? If I'm saying it right. And I added moss in there. This is actually the lid to a candle, and this is actually a little candle, a mini candle holder, and I got it at Michael's along with the all the moss and the little butterflies, and I just put it in there, flipped it over. So I did that one, and then I also did this one out of like a little ornament that I had, a Christmas ornament. And I glued like a vintage looking button on top. So I have those, but I still have a lot more. Oh, it fell over. No, don't fall. I still have a lot of butterflies left over and extra moss. Where is it? Here it is. A ton of extra moss. So I'll be adding those and the leftover moss to this. So overall, I think once I'm completed with trying to make this guy look like the creature, I will pretty much be set and done, and I just have to put my mantle together. So hopefully that will be happening in this video. So, all right, well, I gotta get to work. I'll catch you later, Raven friends. So I basically just looked up the pictures of him and used a pencil to kind of draw on all of his markings and scars, where all of his tissue is mended together. Tried my best. Hopefully it looks as similar as possible, but this is what it looks like now. And then now I've got whatever leftover air dried clay that I had, and I'm just gonna smooth like a layer over it. That way when I paint over it, it's not gonna show like these foam particle pores or whatever. Hopefully it'll look a little bit more realistic, like an actual statue, even though I pretty much just took a shortcut. But let's see how it turns out. Well, that just about wraps up this project, Raven friends. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this project. I hope you guys liked it. I know it was just what I needed to get all my feelings out about how I felt watching the Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein. I just fell in love with that movie. It's so inspirational to me, and all of the quotes and the meanings, it's such a beautiful story, honestly. I think Guillermo del Toro did a really great job at interpreting not just visual artistry, but really just the words and the inspiration of the story. I think he did a really great job at interpreting. So I had to do something, and I'm so glad that I did this project. It actually got me very excited for Halloween and fall decorating. Also, I cannot wait to do my Halloween and fall mantle, which will be coming up soon. So like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I inspired some of you to do your own decorating, and I will catch you guys for Halloween hunting. Bye, Raven friends.